Hello, my name is Lourdes with Virtual Telesolutions, and I am an advanced certified ProAdvisor for QuickBooks Online, and I do have a QuickBooks Online accountant firm sitting at an elite status tier. And today I'm going to tackle error 324 in the banking tab. So I have started a playlist for error codes in the banking tab area for bank connections. So if you're facing an error code issue, go ahead and check the other ones out. And I might have a video posted for that one already. So what is error 324? This is QuickBooks Online having the inability to find the account in your financial institution's website, which may be caused by any of the following. Your financial institution reclassified the account or moved it to a new server. Your account nickname has changed. Your financial institution issued a new account number or credit card. Your bank or credit card account has closed. Now, if you're reading the list and you don't feel that none of those really apply to you, it doesn't hurt to reach out to the financial institution, present them with the list that is given to us for this error code, just to 100% make sure that everything is 100% in order. So once you have that clarification from the bank, and they give you nothing but green lights and you're still facing error 324, here's some tips and tricks that you can try to go ahead and try and get rid of this error code here. So I'm going to be working with a test account. For many reasons, I can't use my personal account or any of my clients' accounts because I don't want personal business to be out on, YouTube or the internet. So I'm going to do my very, very best to work with the test account that is provided for everyone. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to go into the banking tab. Let me close this stuff down because we do not want a tour today. All right, so let's just go with the business checkings account. The business checkings account is giving us an error 324. We went and hit the edit pencil icon. We tried edit sign in info to update our username and password information or login credentials, and it's still not working. Everyone says the go-to is clear cache and cookies, but honestly, you don't have to clear cache and cookies. Just by going into incognito window will eliminate any cache and cookie issues. So I know a lot of people are against clearing cache and cookies, and if you're one of those people that don't like doing that, you can absolutely go into incognito by selecting the three dots in the corner. We're going to go new incognito window and log in as we usually do, and that eliminates any cache and cookie issue with the software. So you don't have to clear cache and cookies. All right, so going back to error 324 here in the product. So we tried both those things. We're still facing an issue. We're going to go edit pencil icon. We're going to select edit account info. Now in the test account, we're not going to see that option, but you will see that option in your QuickBooks Online. So let's go ahead and click the edit pencil icon. When we do so, it'll bring us to this pop-up window. We specifically want to check off this box here, disconnect this account on save. If you don't see this box for whatever reason, typically you'll see a gray slidey bar off to the right. We want to make sure we're all the way down at the bottom. And then you'll go ahead and see the box here to check off, because we definitely want the green check mark, and we're going to go ahead and save and close. When we do so, we will see it disappear from the banking tab. However, do not feel alarmed. Your transactions and your account is still in the software. So if we actually go into the accounting chart accounts, sorry about that. This is the account that was connected back in the banking tab. But before the disconnection, you would actually see the left and right arrow here, letting us know that that is the connected account. So as you can see, the account is still present. The transactions that we put in the books are still present. The only transactions that won't be present are the ones that were sitting in for review and haven't been put into the books yet. So those ones are definitely gone, but they were never in the books to begin with, so we're okay. So once we disconnect to the old account, we're going to want to create a new account in the chart of accounts. So we're going to select the green new icon. Under account type, we're going to say bank. Under detail type, we're going to select checkings. We want to give it a different name because if we use the exact same name, it's going to want to merge, which eventually we will want to do. But right now we don't want to merge. We just want to create a separate account. So I'm just going to go checkings number 2, and we're going to go save and close. And now we're going to have 2 checkings account. We have the old account. We have the new account. We'll know which one's which by not only the name, of course, but also the QuickBooks balance. So the one with the 0 is obviously the new one that we just created. And now we're ready to go back into the banking tab. So let's go back to the banking. We're going to go ahead and select the green add account. We're going to select our financial institution. And because this is a test account, I won't see the rest of the steps here, but in your QuickBooks Online account, it'll ask you for your information once again. We just want to go ahead and input the information that we use to log in to our financial institution. And then you're going to come to a page where it's going to show you your list of accounts with this bank that you want to go ahead and connect. In this case, we're dealing with our business checkings account. In your case, it could be a different account. But for the example, let's just stick with the business checkings account. So you're going to see the business checkings account on the list. We're going to highlight it. So a little green border there to let it know this is one of the accounts that we want to bring in, or reconnect. And then off to the right, you're going to see a little drop down option. In the drop down, we're going to select the new account that we created, not the old one. So you'll see both the old and the new account in there. So in this case, it was checkings number 2. So we would want to select checkings number 2 and make sure that we're connecting it into the new account. After we're done selecting the new account for the connection, down at the very bottom, it'll ask you for a date range of the transactions you want to bring in. So go ahead and input your options, your date range, and once you are done with all that, we're going to go ahead and move forward. So we're going to finalize that connection. And once that is done, it's going to bring us back into the banking tab here, in which we'll see the connected account reappear. And then we're going to see the date range of transactions we selected under for review. So before you even start working with these transactions here under for review, we actually want to go into the accounting tab, into chart of accounts. And we're actually going to merge these 2 accounts together so that the old account is now in the new account and we don't lose our transactions that we already had dealt with. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go into the old account. We're going to select the little drop down arrow, select edit. We're going to give it the exact same name now. So checking number 2. Save and close. The name is already being used. Would you like to merge the 2 accounts? We want to go ahead and say yes. Now the old account has been moved into the new account connection, and everything is back as it were. So the only thing that I like to check once we merged the 2 accounts together is I just like to check for that opening balance transaction. If your account started at a 0 balance, then you wouldn't have one. But if you started with some sort of value or dollar amount for this account, then you would have had an open balance equity transaction, and we just want to make sure that that's still correct, because when we go ahead and connect a new connection with a new account, QuickBooks Online likes to create that opening equity balance transaction for you, and it's not always accurate or correct to what you kind of want it to be. So the fastest way to kind of check that is to go into the open equity balance account, and this will show you all your open equity balance transactions for all your accounts. And we just want to go to the one that would say your business checkings account. Now, if you don't see one here, it's because there is none, and we would have to go ahead and create that. So once we check those things, we're going to go back into the banking tab. And now we can go ahead and deal with the 4 review transactions and start moving them into your QuickBooks Online. So the important thing here is, because we established a new connection, our date range that we picked might have fell into a date range where we maybe already had dealt with and bringing in some transactions. So what I like to personally do, and this is a little tip and trick that you might want to use for yourself, is I'll right click the tab, select duplicate, and in this tab I'll click on the reviewed. I'm going to go to my date range. Now for my date range, depending on how many transactions I'm dealing with, it'll either be weekly or monthly. So if I'm working with hundreds and hundreds of transactions for 1 month, I'll probably just take it week by week. But if it's under 100, okay, maybe under like 50 or something like that, then I'll probably go month by month with it. So then I'll go put my day range here, and the reviewed are obviously going to show me the transactions that I had already put in the books. And then back in the other tab, I'm going to be in the for review tab, and I'm going to give it the exact same day range. The exact same day range that I put over here, and then I'll just toggle back and forth just to make sure that I'm not bringing in transactions that I had already put in the books, right? Because we definitely don't want duplicates. So that's a little tip and trick, and that is how to deal with error 324 in QuickBooks Online Canada. And I would like to thank you so much for watching. If you have any requests on some content, please don't hesitate to put a comment down below. And when I have some downtime, I'll be more than happy to try and make a video. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have yourself a great day. See you on the next one.